How's it going? All right. So, silliness aside, I came on the stream to say, um, I feel like we need to be living life like we're on Minecraft. That is the entire point of this post. So, yeah, if you've never played Minecraft, it's essentially a game where you spawn in, you can do a little bit of exploring, decide where you would like to live, collect materials, build your own base, build your own life up. Why can't we do that? And also taking tips from like the villagers and like the villages in there, how they like all help each other. They're all trading. All of these phenomenal things. And I feel like that is how we need to live life. That is the only way. I'm sick and tired of capitalism. I think I'm even scared of socialism and communism just because it ends in ism. Why should money exist? Once money exists, you can put a price tag on a life. And currently that is what they're doing. They are putting price tags on life. Because whether you want to see it directly or not, like, oh, they're putting a price tag on life, it's happening. You have to pay for water. That's a price tag on your life. You have to pay for food. That's a price tag on your life. You have to pay for housing. That's a price tag on your life. Like, you have to pay for insurance, whether it be health or car or housing, another price tag on your life. You have to pay for death and a funeral, another price tag on your life. Why are we living like this? People are human trafficking babies and children and women and boys and men, too probably, but the point I'm making is that's another price tag on a life. It's everywhere. Like, it's truly everywhere. I mean, just in everything that you do, they put a price tag on your life. They say like, oh, this is how much your life is worth. Whether it's direct or indirect. Okay? It's not okay. It's not okay. Everything, every single thing in this world cannot exist like this. We need to change. We need to just say no. No. All of us humans as a collective, we need to say no. We refuse to be your modern day slaves. We don't want to work for money. How about we go back to before money was a thing? How about we go back to just... Basically, I saw somewhere that in the past, you would, let's say you grow apple trees. You grow apple trees, right? As much as you need, you take all of your extra, that just goes to everyone else. Or they might have actually said it different, like to even further a point than that, like just everything was free. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but now that I've said that, let me just go ahead and run down like how I was feeling for like a utopian world, right? So at first I was feeling like for a utopian world that housing should be free, food should be free, you don't have to work. The most you'd have to work is most people work... No. You don't work more than 4 days in a week, but those are for like people that like might really be needed, like health professionals or something. Um, so you at least have 3 days off. But I was thinking like, people work 2 days a week and can have 5 days off. Um, I'm okay. I don't know how people are gonna feel about it, but just let me finish my sentence. Have AI help us in like with our jobs and like the hard, strenuous parts of our jobs, but in an ethical way, because I'm sure there have to be ethical ways that it can be ran, right? So I don't think that the problem is with AI itself. I think that the problem is with the fact that they're literally using our clean drinking water and stuff like that. So if we were able to find like a safe way, that'd be great. Um, every person gets at least one travel voucher a year. That's kind of how I was thinking about it before, okay? I was just like, like that would be utopia. Like we can all be happy. We don't have to work so much. We can just vibe. But now I'm kind of in a different space. Now I'm kind of in like we help each other. We help each other work on whatever needs to be worked on, but money just doesn't exist. There is no money. And I feel like that would just fix everything. Us to just have no money, and we just go back to just helping each other and trading and like just living humane, living like real humans. We're not living like how a human should live. How we are living is not okay. Like, I got off of work. I was crying all day at work today. Not all day, like straight on, because, it had to stop at some points, but I just kept crying at work today because of the state of the world. And it is really hard to just keep living like this, and I don't want to anymore. I don't want to. I want us to all just come together, help each other, abolish money. Money shouldn't exist. Money shouldn't be something held over our head. Money is this thing that we have to get to live. No, we should just live. We should just vibe. We should just have a good life. We should just run and frolic and play in the fields. That's it. Like the villagers. But even better than the villagers, because even they work all day, so yeah. The villager kids, they frolic and play. But I don't know. I just feel like overall we just need this all to just stop, every single part of it, and we just need to live like the rest of the animals. As smart as we are as humans, we are so dumb. We have so much self-awareness, yet we're letting all of this happen right before our eyes. We're ruining the planet, like all of us. Like, if you've ever like used too much water, if you've ever ran too much gas, if you've ever littered, like just anything, we're all complacent to it. But I mean, not all. There's some people that would refuse by any means, probably, and they might not make it. So it's not like, I'm not saying that we're bad for it at all, because it's not like we have a choice. We're forced into it. But I'm just saying that it shouldn't be the reality. Money shouldn't exist. Money doesn't need to exist. We don't have to respect money. We need to respect ourselves. And money doesn't respect us in the way that it should. Well, it's not money itself. It's the people that try to put a price tag on our lives, right? That's why money shouldn't exist, because then they can't put a price tag on our lives. Everyone then just has to contribute to what they can do, and we all have to just live in harmony. That would be the answer. But they're so scared of that. Why? It doesn't make sense. There should not be a fear of us all just coming together, having community, having villages, having love. None of this should be a problem. But yes, how I see things now, though, is just money shouldn't exist. We should all have freedom of expression, um, lots of free time, free food, water, housing, like just freedom of speech, everything. Like, we should just be free, right? And live like the animals. Like, literally think about like your animals that you have, right? Like, I have animals. I have Samuel, and then I have my dog Hinata, and then Vanilla's down there. But the point I'm making is, every month they're not worried about how much money they're earning. They're not worried about their next paycheck. They're not worried about rent. They don't have to worry about those things. They just eat and drink and vibe. That's how we should be. Yeah, my dog is not worried about rent the next month. And I don't want to be either. I don't think it's humane. It's inhumane to worry about things like that. So, yeah. 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 So, I think that we all should just come together, help each other build our houses, like we're in Minecraft, but we have some teammates, maybe, you know, some help. Help each other build our little bases, our houses, and develop your own skill or your own thing that you want to help with your community with, and just do that. So if you want to help make wood, help make wood. If you want to help make nails, help make nails. If you want to plant trees, plant trees. If you want to garden, garden. I feel like we should just all do that. We'll be like some fun villagers, honestly. I feel like, I don't know, that would just be amazing. And in my utopia, I would hope that internet still could exist and we can still connect with each other in ways like this. And I would hope that I can still say my opinion and have other people hear, and like hear other people's opinions. So I would hope the internet would still be around in this utopia, but in a humane way that's not hurting Mother Earth. I feel like that's a really big thing. We need to just find a way to enjoy life without hurting Mother Earth. Why are we doing so much to harm her and to just take it all for granted? What if she decided to burn it all to the ground, you know? Because we're not taking care of it. We're not taking care of any of this. Like, we are, but it's for like a means of production. It's for money. When you're not making money off of the earth, she's not really being taken care of as she should be. And I feel like that's a problem. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Abolish money. Money shouldn't exist. Let's live like we're on Minecraft. Find our plot that we want to be on. Get our resources. Build it. Yeah. I just want life to be better. I would not want to raise kids like this. Like, what's the point? So they can grow up and just realize there's not a point of anything, because unless you become an exploiter, you will be exploited. No. We need to all come together. No one should be treated like they're better than the other. I think that we all should have, you know, a basic set of needs that are just met, period. That's just it. The things I already said: housing, water, food, you know, healthcare too, and throw in internet. Fuck it. We need all those things because we need access to others as well. Great. We're on the same page, right? We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Great. If you agree with me by any means, like the video, and also just comment and let me know what your utopia would look like. And yeah, I feel like that's been a thing like on my mind, just thinking of like what the perfect world would look like, how things would be better, and yeah, I feel like we should all just have a bunch of fruit trees and a bunch of vegetables and fruits and all these resources and water just readily available for us to just go get and just live. And that's just life. Like the animals in the wild. We've gotten to a point where I'm jealous of animals in the wild. This must be what late stage capitalism is. Also earlier, oh my god, also you guys should use this browser, Acacia, because I heard that they plant a tree every time you search something up, so you should use it. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna read to you guys. I'm gonna look up what happens late stage capitalism. But yeah, I feel like this has to be late stage capitalism because I'm literally like jealous of animals getting to frolic in the fields and in the jungles. Honestly, even they're being exploited to some extent though, and like even their trees are being destroyed. Like, we need to fucking stop. As humans, we need to stop it all. Seriously. All right. So, okay. Sorry, I think I searched it wrong. What is late stage capitalism? Just so you guys get like a little description or whatever. Okay. Anyways. Okay, what is late stage capitalism? Late stage capitalism is a term used to describe the current phase of capitalism characterized by extreme wealth inequality, corporate dominance, financialization, and social and environmental crises. Or crisis. Yeah, I prefer crisis. Did I hear someone say that? No, so I said it. I don't know. Anyways, crisis. It often critiques how capitalism has evolved beyond earlier industrial phases into a system where profits and capital accumulation increasingly concentrate in the hands of a few, while many face an economic precarity. So a few people have money, lots of people don't. That's late stage capitalism, and lots of fucked up shit in between. Now, this is what I wanted to also look up and talk about on stream as well. So, I want to know, because we're definitely in it, we're definitely in late stage capitalism. I want to know what happens after it. So, what happens after late stage capitalism? Okay. The collapse of late-stage capitalism could lead to either a more equitable society focused on healing and collaboration, or a continuation of extraction and destruction under new forms, with the outcome depending on the efforts to reshape America's economic and social structures. Okay, well, that was the overview, which, by the way, Acacia says that um they use AI in like an ethical way, but that's like the overview. But it says Americas. It's not just an American problem. Like, girl, this is worldwide. That's the thing. Like, at first, like, I was thinking so small. Like, oh, how can we fix things? How can I make things better for San Bernardino? Then, like, oh, how can I make things better for, like, California? Oh, how can I make things better for United States? Like, baby, it's the world. How can we make things better for the world, right? It's not just our city, it's not just our country. But I did watch a video earlier today, which it kind of made me feel like you should just start small with what you can do. But girl, I'm about to jump off a bridge. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Anyways, after late stage capitalism, yeah. So basically, it's saying it could either go good or bad after it. So we can all come together, combine, be friends, or they can just exploit us further and extract everything that they can from us. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so basically, if you're not questioning everything, make sure you are. Make sure you definitely start now, because I feel like we just need to start thinking outside of the box. Yeah, I told my husband today, like, I don't even have, like, the American dream anymore. I don't want the American dream. I just want the world dream, or I want, like, world peace. Like, I want things to be good for everyone, basically. So, yeah, I want life to be better. And I think we can get there. If any generation can start making some changes, it's gonna be us. That can start. Because, I mean, Gen X, they might be able to, if they know things, but I don't know if they're, like I said, I told you guys, my mom didn't know about Epstein, so it might not even be showing up on their For You page or their Facebook, whatever. It might not be showing up that things are so bad, so it might be us who has to, like, kind of, like, take more of a stance, because we're looking around like, oh, why does no one care? Why is no one reacting? Some people don't even know what's going on, so that's another thing that just makes you feel like you're going crazy. But yeah, I feel like just try not to let it get to you, but it probably will. Like, at some point, like, it's probably gonna make you upset that people are being exploited. It makes sense, but just try to, like, think of, like, I guess, a positive side too. I don't know. You know what? That's another question for the spiritual girlies out there, for the spiritual people out there. Like, seriously, like, what are we supposed to do? Because I've heard that you're supposed to, like, when you don't like what's in front of you, you're supposed to, like, be, like, positive. You're supposed to think positive, right? But it's just like, I feel like it's more than that at this point. Because I don't know. It's like, it feels like, is that really the only answer? Is that really just it? I don't know. I seriously don't know. But I feel like spiritual people, they'll tell you, like, like, think positive thoughts in your head and stuff. And I agree with all that shit. I am spiritual. It's just that that's where I'm getting lost, because it's just like, is it affecting all the other spiritual people how it is for me? Because I'm just like, what is going on? Like, what is our world? What is our earth? How do we heal her? Yeah. So yeah, just lots to think about. Lots to think about. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a great day today. And you have some good ideas. But no, seriously, like for the spiritual people, like for like the government of like the world's government, you know, like how the exploitation, the imperialism, capitalism, racism, all the isms, right? Um, Exploiting, all the exploitation, all the sexual trafficking, human trafficking, all of that, right? What are the spiritual people doing right now for it? Because I don't know. I feel good when I'm in the grass, but I don't know if touching grass is gonna fix everything right now. So I really need to know, like seriously, what are we supposed to be thinking right now? It's like the spiritual people. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a good day. You know. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. And yeah, comment your utopia. Bye.